Hello, beautiful and beloved ones. This is Lorelei from the Tightrope to 5D Music Reactions, and welcome back. And if you wonder about that strange title, these days I'm bringing you a message after about every other video about this historic shift from third dimensional consciousness to fifth dimensional consciousness for the whole planet. And this is a message video, so I hope you stick around. First, we're going to bring you Vanny Vabiola singing To Love You More, a Celine Dion cover. Here we go.
Take me back into the arms of love. Lead me like you did before. Touch me once again and remember it. There was no one that you wanted more. Don't go, you know you break my heart.
You know, I mean, listen to the way she flutters. You know, she just flutters. I mean, she has, I'm taking voice lessons and I'm looking to learn how to riff a little more smoothly, but hers is like a butterfly fluttering. There's never, I mean, it's so smooth, so gentle, so soft. It's like she came out of the womb riffing like a butterfly. Oh my gosh, we're going to go back a little bit and hear that. But don't forget, friends, also that I have my membership tiers now. And I've been furiously putting videos in there for you. The bottom two are music reactions of different kinds. And the top is 5D stuff. So take a look at the video about that if you're interested. Let's go back a tad and hear that butterfly riff.
Don't go, you know you break my heart. She won't love you like I will. I'm the one who's paid when she walks away, and you know I'll be standing here still. I'll be waiting for you here inside my heart. I'm the one who's to love you more. You will see I can give you everything you need. Let me be the one to love you more.
I mean, it's a beautiful choice in terms of a staging choice, to having her with just a white background behind her, and then, you know, her beautiful face. She's got such a beautiful face, and it's so expressive, isn't it, of when she sings and so on. And then you got the black headpiece, which then accentuates her facing more because it draws your eye right into the middle, right into her, right? And I used to do picture framing too for a long time. I was an art consultant for many years. So this is really, really nicely put together also as a piece. Let's go back a little. I guess she's talking about a gentleman has left her life and you know, gone to someone else, but she's always there waiting for him and to come back to her. So we'll talk about that later. But also, don't forget, if you're enjoying this, give me a like, give her a like, and subscribe. And, you know, let me know if you know anything about how this was created as a general. If you know anything about how her videos get created, I'd love to hear it. Let's continue.
Me as if you never knew. Hold me so you can let go. Just believe in me. I will make you see all the things that your heart needs to know.
again, and I love when she just lets it rip, and then you hear that beautiful riff at the end, that butterfly riff. Let's go back a little bit. For me, that's all you need. I don't even need words just to hear that beautiful sound of her, singing with just kind of ad-libbing and improvising. Oh, so beautiful. Let's go back a little bit. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I loved it. I loved it. Wow. She's really quite a songstress, isn't she? She is just something else. She just loves it. It kind of pours out of her pores, out of her skin, It's like just music pouring out of her. And absolutely wonderful. Charming, very charming. So now we got to go ahead and put it on my scale. 1 being very third dimensional, fear, pain, suffering, sadness, anger, etc. 10 being very fifth dimensional, love, peace, joy, bliss, abundance, all, what else? Beauty. Beauty is up there. So let's see. And by the way, this is nothing about how well she did it. I'd have a lot of nerve to rate her on how well she did it when she's 10, 20, or 100 times better than me. So, so let's just talk about whether it pulls us one way or the other. So certainly the beauty of it. I mean, the feel of it. Do you feel, I don't know if you can feel it on the cells of your body. I'd love for you when you listen to these songs, see if you can feel it. But the feel of it is uplifting. It's such a beautiful sound to it. And it is uplifting. Now, the message of it, not so much so, in that she's kind of holding on to a love that's lost and, doubtful whether it is ever going to be regained. A lot of us have done that, right? By try to hang on to that what we once had in some way, and doesn't usually work. But still, her expressing of it, the beauty in her expressing of it is very high vibration. But then you have the words. So on a 1 to 10 scale, 10 being very high, 1 being very low, I go with about an 8 on how much this lifts us up. But it does lift us up because it is so beautiful. Beauty and beautiful sounds, that actually trumps the meaning of the thing. How it sounds and how it feels trumps the meaning of it. So you could be screaming, I love you, but if it's jarring, upsetting sounds in a kind of I don't know, hard rock kind of way, then it's not going to uplift you so much, right? For the most part. So, although I do know some hard rockies that do uplift you. So, everyone does their own thing. But okay, so let's see. Let's get to my fifth dimensional message. Well, first of all, in case you're interested, if you'd not like to know a little bit about me, you can go to the About Me video here on this channel. And also, that leads you to a longer video about what I call my Forged in the Fire journey from my younger days. And I learned a lot, though. I became a life coach and got a lot of experience in also natural healing and all that. So if you're interested in finding anything out about that, you can go to the notes about Lorelei on Patreon. And also, there's a link on there if you'd like to show me a little love. Also, there's Buy Me a Coffee here in the description if you want to show some love. And I appreciate those of you who've actually done that. So thank you. So now let's get to the fifth dimensional message. So actually, I just changed the fifth dimensional message on the fly because I heard this song and I thought, I have a better idea for a fifth dimensional message. And so I'm going to bring you this fifth dimensional message, which is 5D versus 3D in the matter of holding on to the past. Because that's what this kind of brought up for me. Here she is. She's holding on to the past. There was this wonderful experience that she used to have with this one that she still loves. And she's holding on to that saying, I want it back. I want it back. And the only trouble with that is it does take two to tango. And this gentleman over here, at least this particular one, has already moved on to someone else. So the likelihood that he would even come back and want to give it another try, that's pretty slim to none, right? Isn't it? Because he's already moved on in his life. And the other thing is that if he did, would you really want him to? Because would you really want someone to come back to you that you could never actually believe was actually going to stick around and stay? That you think, he's a fair weather love, so to speak. He loves you now, but then he goes and loves someone else. Maybe he'll come back, but then maybe he'll go off again. And then maybe he'll come back and maybe he'll go off again. And that's for crazy making. The concept that anyone would love you so very deeply and then leave and then come back to love you that deeply again, it's almost unheard of. It's almost unheard of. You just have to understand that that person's probably not going to come back. And even if if that person did come back, it would never be the same as it was. Because you could never trust that person, first of all. And that person is probably not a person who's able to love you as deeply as you want to be loved. Now, whether that's because the person, you're really not the right fit for that person, or there's something missing for that person in the relationship, or whether it's just the native kind of nature of some people that like to, test a whole bunch of flowers on their journey of life, right? You don't really know. Who knows? We don't know because we're not involved in this person's life or anything. But it looks like, for an assurity, that this is never going to go back to what this one had before and what she wishes it was. So a much better thing to put your focus on is, first of all, to let go of that past, because the past is in the past. The past, in any way, shape, or form, as we had it back then, is never coming back again. See, it's very third dimensional to hang on to that past. But by fifth dimensional consciousness, we know that the past never will be coming back to us the way it was. And we don't want it to either, because there's always more brighter, more wonderful things. In fact, the best moment of every day of every life is this moment now. This moment now is always the best moment because it's the one you're in. And you can have it be absolutely joyous and wonderful and beautiful in every way, anywhere you are and with whomever you are. Even just being with the divine creator and, doing a meditation or something can make this moment of now beautiful and wonderful. And then you can put your focus, if you so desire, and you want someone in your life, then a better way to focus your attention, if you want that love, if you want that beautiful love, is not to try to get it from something that's already left your life, that's in the past. It's to look toward a future of that with someone who would be even more perfect for you. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if you had something that was so wonderful and so perfect in every way except whatever this thing was that broke it up? Well, what if you didn't have that thing that broke it up? And you have somebody else who's so wonderful, so perfect, and doesn't have the thing that broke it up? this makes it even more wonderful. So you can be in your imaginings if this is what you want, because we know imagining is a way to bring things about. The 5D way would be to imagine having what you had, but even way better than that. And of course, then being in the moments of now and loving the moments of now and enjoying them as well. You don't spend your whole day imagining, right? Of course, obviously. But imagining can also be considered as being in a moment of now because we create. It's kind of like if you're a painter and you're painting something, you're creating something, you're in the moment of now. But if you're in your imagination, you're creating your life in the moment of now. So it's a wonderful thing to do. Absolutely. And then also, it's a wonderful thing to just enjoy what you have here and now. So this business of holding on to the past, it's always going to hold us back because we keep thinking something crazy that we could even recreate in the present what we had in the past. In anything, I mean, in any area of your life, be it relationship with friends and real relation that you've fallen away from, or relationships with I don't know, coworkers or whatever, just people that have fallen out of your life, and to try to like regenerate and revive that thing, it usually isn't going to happen. And also the problem with being in the past is that it keeps us stuck back there and doesn't let us be here. Like to wish I could have that. You're putting all your focus over there, which is almost impossible to create. And you're not putting it, like I just said, in the moment or in the creation of what beautiful thing you want to bring into your life. So you're taking attention, and your attention is very, very powerful. It's really one of the biggest pieces that brings forth our life, where you put your attention. So you don't want to put your attention on the past. That's never going to be able to be recreated as it was. No, you want to put it in the now and in creation, like an artist, of your beautiful life. And that's the fifth dimensional way. And actually, in 5D, you don't even have to worry about once you imagine something and create something, it comes into being instantaneously. So you don't even have to wait. You know, here we have to wait a little bit still in the third dimension. Some of us are closing in on the fourth or moving up a bit. We still have to wait though. But when you get there, it's like instantaneous. So certainly that's why we have to also learn how to watch what we're imagining and make sure we're not focusing on the negative of the past too, by the way, which would create more of that. If you imagine, like if you're focusing on what you don't want from the past, and you're in an instantaneous place where it comes true, no, you don't want that for sure. So you also don't want to be focusing in the future, like creating things that are not nice, like, oh, this debt is going to come through, and this debt that I owe is going to come due, and then I'm not going to have the money to pay it. And then my credit card score is going to go down, and then this and that and the other, right? And then I won't be able to get a credit card and all this whole business, right? That's you're creating something. So you don't want to be creating that. You don't want to be focusing on that either. You don't want to put your powerful attention in any direction of what you don't want, only in the direction of what you do want. And so holding on to the past is often also one of the reasons we look into the future and imagine an undesirable future, because we've had it in the past. We remember it and we start to stick it into our future by imagining that it could happen again. You see, so the 5D way is being in the now and then creating what you want and only what you want with your imagination. Right? And never really having too much to do with the past. If you want to be cuddly about something wonderful in the past now and again, oh, how wonderful it was. We went to the beach, the whole family and I. It was cold that day. It was my birthday. I'm remembering something specific. The kids and I took me there for my birthday, and we all huddled around a blanket because it was cold. But I still remember it to this day, right? And it's kind of a cuddly memory for me. So that kind of thing now and again, that's fine, but not getting stuck back there. And not such that it'll get interfering with your now moments or your future that is on the way, which is created by your now moments, by the way. It's created by those now moments, whether you're just being in the beautiful energy of love and peace and bliss and joy to create a good future is what I'm talking about, or whether you're in the now moment like an artist creating your future. That's what is right there bringing forth the future. So, okay, beloved ones. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up and send you that beautiful fifth dimensional energy, the love, the peace, the joy, the bliss, the fun, the play, the ease, the perfect, perfect, perfect love in every way in your life. Here, it's coming at you now. Namaste. I honor the God in you.